Hey, this is Coach Bria Braddock with the women's lacrosse team, and it's time for Tate Town Sports.
Welcome back to Town Sports. Thank you for tuning in for this episode. I'm your anchor, Jorden Tate, joined with Jake Spiritoso. Jake, how you doing today?
Doing good. I've been on some segments recently, and that was a lot of fun, but I'm excited to be back at the desk with you, Jorden.
Absolutely. Well, let's kick off the show and hand it over to RJ Scott with Prime Cuts.
Welcome back to another edition of Prime Cuts. I am RJ Scott here with my partner Peyton Mel as we give you guys a season recap on the men and women's basketball season, starting off with the men. Here we'll take a look at Jackson Hendershot's record-setting day at Geneva when he had a career-high 30 points with 7 3-pointers made, which are the most made by a player since Austin Armwood hit 7 against Geneva on February 14th, 2018.
Quick fire three from the left wing. It's good for Jack Johns. Hergenrother guarded or kicked over to Hendershot now. Burbach. Hendershot a quick three with a hand in his face. It doesn't matter. That side of him, I can't even imagine. Hendershot gets a three to go. Corner for Hendershot. Fadeaway three for Jackson. He's feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. The key right wing for her, or Hendershot. No hesitation for Jackson. Three from Hendershot. Hendershot hits a three.
And here we'll take a look at some of the best other moments of the season done by my partner Peyton Mel.
Top of the keeper, wide passing, lob inside, DePietro, working foul line, dumps it down low, DePietro layup down low for DePietro, 3 in the shot clock, fade away.
It does, see if they foul her.
Hendershot, a really good foul shooter as well, ball into DePietro, he'll fire 3 and rattles out. Hergenrother to the paint, corner for Weir, swings it to Hendershot, 3-ball, got it!
Good pass by Drew Weir, one more pass there, kept wide open.
And a steal,
And
Weir to the basket, bam, with the right hand!
And here's Rothwell as that layup is good.
With another season down, here's what head coach Kevin Soroki briefly had to say in an interview with Ken Momeyer.
I'm really proud of the guys of hanging in there and staying the course all year long and coming to practice and really getting after it every day in practice. And, they could probably, hung it up or decided to, hey, the season's not going our way, but they didn't. And that's why I'm really proud of them.
Now on to the women's team, as they are youthful and talented. Starting off, we have Katie Mario's program record-breaking game against Geneva as she hit 7 threes in a game while notching up 26 points for a career high.
Beats the press, immediately gets into Mario, right corner three, guarded by Cousins, doesn't matter. Learn that when you're young. Right off that top right square, Mario a three, makes it her second of the day. Katie Mario a snipe.
She's a 4-1 press, so I think that's why Westminster's struggling.
Mario another three, and it's good. Nothing but net for Katie Mario.
34%, which is pretty high clip from that free ball. Not afraid to shoot again.
And she fires another one, make it 4 threes for Katie Mario. Cumberland Christian. Three for Mario, up and good. Katie Mario. A few times this season, Mario looking for her 7th. Katie Mario hits a 7-3 of the afternoon. 24 points for the freshman.
With such a great performance from Katie, here are some other highlights from this eventful season.
Mario and Saika.
Here's Harris on top of the key, 3 good, and KO will knock one out from the top of the key. Her 23rd 3 of the year. This time she'll take it to the hoop with a right hand. Glassing. Lob ahead right side goes to Saika. Spins right side off the glass and good. Keep it alive. Saika to the basket. The lefty layup rattles. Rush back to Saika. Measures the 3. Got it! Maddie Saika with a 3. And the Titans lead 65-47.
Here's what head coach Roseanne Scott had to say to conclude the season in a brief interview.
We were very pleased and happy with the progress that we made, taking steps. We saw a big improvement. So I know a lot of the wins didn't balance out the improvement that we saw, but we down the stretch we played some really good teams, really tight, and we realized how much growth that is for a young team to do. So, if I told the team after the Chatham game, if we can't take anything away from this season, then this was all for nothing.
That's all for this segment of Prime Cuts, and we can't wait for next year's basketball season, as I'm sure you guys can either. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, RJ. In the past couple of days, Westminster College has been made aware of the sad loss of legendary Coach Joe Fusco. Let's take a quick look back at his amazing career.
When legendary Westminster head football coach Harold Burry hired Joe Fusco, little did he know he was hiring not only his successor, but a future Hall of Famer. Born February 3rd of 1938, Dr. Joseph B. Fusco served as the head football coach at Westminster College from 1972 to 1990. He compiled a sparkling record of 154 wins, 34 losses, and 3 ties. In his 19 years as the head coach, the Titans ranked in the NAIA Top 20 on 15 occasions, reached the NAIA Division II playoffs 9 times. In 1988 and 89, the Titans actually owned the longest win streak in the country at 27 games. Also under Coach Fusco, the Titans had 6 undefeated seasons, won the NAIA Division II National Championship 4 times, and a runner-up finish as well. The 1977 Titan Championship team won the Lambert Trophy as the top small college football team in all of the eastern United States. Coach Joe Fusco was twice named NAIA Division II Coach of the Year. At the time of his retirement in 1990, Coach Fusco's winning percentage was the second highest among all NAIA active football coaches with more than 10 years of experience. Joe Fusco had a lifetime association with Westminster College, but his coaching career started locally at both Wilmington and Grove City high schools. He was twice named Lawrence County Coach of the Year. With Westminster, the Fusco legacy began as a lineman for the football team in the 50s, where he was named All-Conference under Coach Burry. He then served as an assistant coach from 1968 to 1971 before his 19 years as head coach, and also athletic director from 1985 to 1999. He also coached swimming, tennis, golf, and track among his accomplishments in his 30-year coaching career. Joe Fusco was a longtime professor and earned both a bachelor and master's degree from Westminster and a PhD from the University of Pittsburgh. Coach Fusco was honored as Westminster's Letterman of Distinction in 2012, just the 5th former Westminster student-athlete to receive this prestigious honor. Coach Joe Fusco was elected to the College Football Hall of Fame in 2001. In addition to being a member of the Italian American Sports Hall of Fame, the Westminster Hall of Fame, the Lawrence County Hall of Fame, the NAIA Hall of Fame, and the Western Pennsylvania Hall of Fame. In 2019, Coach Joe Fusco was named to the ESPN Top 150 Greatest College Football Coaches over college football's 150-year history. Selected by a blue ribbon panel of 150 media members, administrators, former players, and coaches that spanned over 100 years of the sport. Joe's legacy continues at Westminster even today as the founder of the Towering Titan organization in 1976, an organization established to provide support for Westminster athletes and promote Titan athletics. Dr. Joseph B. Fusco, Coach Fusco, is forever a pillar in the Titan tradition.
All of us at Titan Town Sports, Titan Radio, and WCN send our deepest condolences to Coach Fusco's family and friends. He'll be missed by countless appreciative Titans. Dr. Joseph Fusco was 87 years old.
How prepared is your family? How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
Welcome back to the desk here at Titan Town Sports. As we wrap up February, we also wrap up Black History Month. So let's send it over to RJ Scott with his segment.
Starting off with Miles Hennigan, he is the definition of staying the course, as I got an interview with him recently.
Yeah, so I'm a sophomore here. My major is accounting, finance, and music. Like RJ said, I'm on the marching band here, and I'm also on the lacrosse team.
With 2 major things going on, I proceeded to ask Miles what keeps him motivated and driven to keep up with such a lifestyle.
Honestly, I just keep looking in the future. I always see the vision, how successful I'm going to be once I graduate from here. It keeps me going. just that drive I have.
We then trace back on how it feels being so far from home and making the choice to come to Westminster.
I feel like that Westminster would be a good fit for me, and of course it already is. But the main factor is just like how far it is. It's like 6.5, 7 hours. But I mean, it's worth it. I love it here. All the guys on the team, they're great. Everyone on campus, I love them.
I then asked how are his relations with his teammates and his bandmates.
Yeah, teammates, I mean, lacrosse is a very close-knit sport. So the guys on the team, for example, they're in most of my classes. That's with lacrosse. The music department as well. It's very, it's different environment, but once again, all the instruments, regardless of what they play, I'm still cool with everybody. Thompson, Patterson, just anywhere, I'm pretty much friends with.
Knowing he had a busy schedule, I then asked what other clubs and extracurricular activities is he involved in.
Yes, so for starters, I'm participating in various ensembles here. So like I said, the marching band, I'm in the pep band, wind ensemble, percussion ensemble. I'm also in 2 fraternities, the first one being Alpha Sigma Phi. I'm the recruitment chair, and Mu Phi Epsilon, which is the music fraternity, I'm the treasurer. I'm also in the Black Student Union as well. It's a very hectic schedule. I always stay busy, but like I said, it's just the drive that I have. It keeps me going.
I then asked, how does it feel going to a predominantly white institution, and what would you tell other black students considering?
I could talk about this for a bit. That was also a factor coming here. I think when I looked online, the population here was 4% for African Americans. It was definitely something, but like I said, everyone is a close-knit community. I haven't had any negative or racial experiences here, and I'm thankful for that. Everyone's just nice and caring. So for the people who would like to come here, come on in. It's a great time.
And that is Miles Hennigan, a student athlete and a musical connoisseur. Now we pivot to Dwight Parker, a pitcher for the Westminster Titans baseball team, and Cody Venner got a brief interview with him.
Hi, my name is Dwight Parker, senior pitcher on the baseball team. Black History Month to me is very important, that we spread our culture and embrace diversity between each other.
Dwight then expressed how it felt being a black athlete here at Westminster.
Being a black athlete on Westminster's campus has been a great experience for me. When I first came here, I was the only black person on the team. Since then, I have felt nothing but inclusivity and embraced by my teammates.
Then he asked, who is his favorite black athlete of all time?
My favorite black athlete growing up was Derek Jeter. We both share a love for baseball, and he's biracial as well as I am.
That's Dwight Parker, and I am RJ Scott. Thank you for watching.
We have another incredible story coming up. This time it's Emily Tawas with Mural Minute of the Day featuring the 1962 Westminster men's basketball team.
The mural in the Westminster College Fieldhouse celebrates the school's athletic legacy, featuring dynamic depictions of student athletes in action and honors the spirit, dedication, and success of Titan sports, serving as an inspiring symbol of Titan pride while also reminding everyone of the school's rich history and athletics. This week, we are featuring the 1962 basketball team at Westminster. In the 1962 NAIA basketball tournament, Westminster College delivered a series of notable performances. In the first round, they secured a victory over McMurray College with a score of 59-54. Advancing to the second round, Westminster defeated William Jewell College 82-65. In the quarterfinals, they continued their strong showing by overcoming Orange State College 63-55. The semifinals saw Westminster triumph over Southeastern Oklahoma State with a close 54-45 win, propelling them to the championship game. In their final matchup, Westminster led Prairie View A&M, but fell short, concluding the tournament as runner-ups with a 62-53 loss.
The swimming and diving PAC recap is up next with Ethan Kurtz. It started on February 19th.
I'm Ethan Kurtz, and I'm going to be taking you through how the 2024-25 PAC Swimming and Diving Championships unfolded for both the Westminster men's and women's teams. Let's go. It was a successful championship week and weekend for the Titans, starting out with senior Sam Duda, who captured 2 gold medals, his 3rd straight in the 500 freestyle, and his 1st in the 1650. I caught up with Duda following the 500 freestyle title, and he said this.
It means a lot to me. I mean, getting it for 3 years is great, and even after Grove City sends out so many people to beat me, I mean, I still do better than them, so that's pretty good. So, yeah, time wasn't great, but I love the first place medal and getting above them all. So.
Freshman Jack Katigback took home silver in the 200 backstroke Saturday with a time of 1 minute and 56.29 seconds. He also finished second in the 100 backstroke on Friday and 11th in the 50 freestyle on Thursday. Katigback closed out an impressive freshman campaign with the honor of the 2024-25 PAC Men's Swimming and Diving Newcomer of the Year, handed to him by Commissioner Jorden. Sophomore Colton Super was the runner-up on both the 3-meter board 11 dive event and the 1-meter board 11 dive event. Senior Mason Peck was 5th in the 1650 and 13th in the 500. Senior Michael Phillips was 6th in the 200 breaststroke. Senior Corey Webster finished 9th in the 200 butterfly. Senior Patrick Benedict was 11th in the 200 breaststroke and 13th in the 200 IM, and Senior Steele Boyer finished 11th in the 200 butterfly. Freshman Avery Bumbach was 12th in the 100 freestyle and 7th in the 200 IM. Sophomore Hayne Webster was 13th in the 200 breaststroke and 14th in the 500. Senior Corey Webster was 14th in the 200 backstroke, and Senior Jack Mickle was 16th in the 100 freestyle. Michael Phillips was 14th in 200 IM. Westminster's 400 freestyle A relay posted a time of 3 minutes 19.29 seconds, finishing in 5th place. Relay members included Katigback, Corey Webster, Bumbach, and Duda. Westminster's 400 medley A relay was 4th, composed of Katigback, Phillips, Hayne Webster, and Duda. The 800 free relay team of Duda, Phillips, Bumbach, and freshman Ethan Schoen finished 3rd. On the women's side, sophomore Maddie McLean had yet another incredible campaign. McLean finished 3rd in the 500 freestyle for the 2nd straight year Thursday with a season-best time of 5 minutes 22.8 seconds. She was also the runner-up in the 1650, once again for the 2nd straight season. Senior Sarah McMurdo scored a 4th-place finish in the 100 freestyle and the 50 freestyle. Sophomore Annabelle Turner and senior Isabel Barnaby finished 7th and 8th respectively in the 200 butterfly, and Barnaby and senior Sarah Swanson were 10th and 16th in the 200 IM. Swanson was also 8th in the 200 backstroke. Turner finished 13th in the 500 freestyle, and sophomore Presley Bodine was 15th in the 50 freestyle. Freshman Avery O'Sullivan and senior Amber Krebs finished 10th and 11th respectively in the 200 backstroke. Freshman Isabella Summers finished 11th in the 200 butterfly, while Krebs was 12th in the 1650 and Bodine finished 12th in the 200 breaststroke. Senior Lily Hefner finished 14th in the 100 freestyle, and freshman Taylor Motes was 15th in the 1650. Westminster's 400 freestyle A relay was 4th of the time of 3 minutes 49.72 seconds. Relay members included Krebs, Barnaby, McLean, and McMurdo. Westminster's 400 medley A team of Swanson, Bodine, Turner, and Barnaby finished 6th. Despite the incredible individual efforts from the Titans, Grove City ended up with a sweep, winning both the men's and women's titles. Back to you, Jordan and Jake.
Congratulations to swimming and diving athletes on an incredible season. Jake, I'm sure they had some weird superstitions throughout the season. That's actually going to take us into our next story. Here's Tom Rook with athlete superstitions.
Step into Superstition Spotlight, where we explore the strange and quirky rituals athletes swear by. From game day habits to mysterious charms, let's dive into the world of sports superstitions and the players who live by them.
Welcome to the first edition of Superstition Spotlight. My name's Tom Rook. I'm here with freshman pitcher and infielder Nick Corrado. Nick, how you doing?
Doing good today.
What are your favorite things to do pre-game to get in the right mindset and go out on the field and dominate?
So of course I have many things I go through with playing baseball for so long. The first one is typically when I pitch, I will always have a Mountain Dew before I go out and throw. Many reasons to it. It's something I started recently over the last 2 or 3 years, I would say. I feel like when you drink something like more of an energy drink before a game, it just gives you, more fuel, almost like an edge over the other team. Almost like it might just be a mental thing, but something that I've always stuck with. Gets me right before my game, and also it's my favorite drink of choice. So it always is good to drink one of those before I go out there in a stressful environment. The next thing I've always done is this is something I just started senior year of high school. Bus rides to the games or car rides to the games. I'll always listen to like more calming music, artists like Adele, Shawn Mendes, One Republic.
Now, Nick, any specific songs that you pick out pre-game?
Yeah, so some of my go-tos would be from Adele, Set Fire to the Rain, Someone Like You, and then One Republic, I Lived is a go-to, nice, calm song. and Stitches, Shawn Mendes, all great songs, relaxing, get my mind right.
Nice. All right, Nick, let's go to the tub and get your favorite Mountain Dew. All right, Nick, when it comes to the Mountain Dew, does it have to be a can, bottle, what specific flavor?
Oh yeah, so obviously I've tried them all, you know, the red, the blue, the Baja Blast. I always though stick to just the regular Dew. It's the best one, I feel like the most consistent. I'm not a diet guy, I stick with the regular. Bottle, can, both good, but I will say a cold can could make all the difference.
All right, Nick, so usually I'm guessing a couple hours before the game?
No, definitely not. So actually it's more of a right in the bullpen kind of thing. You know, closer to game time, I'm cracking the cold Dew open, throwing it down, and you know, it's just enjoying it before the game starts, get my mind right, get it in the system, and I'm feeling good.
Adds those extra ticks of velocity, right?
No doubt, no doubt.
Nice. No can here, Nick. Gonna have to go bottle, huh?
No, just gonna have to go bottle today.
All right, Nick, first season as a Titan, add the Dew to the regimen. How special is that going to be?
It's very special, you know. I'm looking forward to the season. I think we got a great squad, good group of guys, and I think we're going to do a lot of damage this year.
Yeah, so you talk about, you know, being a pitcher and an infielder. Do we have to drink the Dew on both days when you're playing both positions? Or?
So, no, this is more of just a pitcher thing. You know, when I'm pitching, it's my day on the mound, so I take that a little differently.
All right, Nick, you got the Dew. We're going to get the music rolling. Good luck this season with the Titans.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
That was Superstition Spotlight with Nick Parado. Back to you, Jorden and Tate.
Great story, Jake. Thank you for that. And I have to ask you, when it comes to superstitions, do you have any of your own?
I like to say a little prayer before my game. I don't know if it's superstition, but I think it helps. And Emily Talish traveled with the men's lacrosse team to Wittenberg. Let's take a look at that.
On Friday, February 21st, the Westminster men's lacrosse team traveled to Wittenberg University to play the Wittenberg Tigers in a non-conference matchup. Last year, the Titans lost at home to Wittenberg in the regular season finale with the score of 8-19. Warm-ups for the Titans consisted of working on face-offs, working with offense and defense, and working with the goalies to ensure that the Titans would capture a win. First goal of the game was by senior attack Jonas Clark with an assist from graduate student midfield Jimmy Sense. After a goal by Wittenberg, freshman attack Ethan Kurtz scored twice, giving the Titans a 2-goal lead. The next 5 goals of the period were scored by Jimmy Sense, junior Anthony Trella, freshman Paul DiPasquale, and Jonas Clark, giving the Titans an 8-1 lead. The Titans came off the field with an 18-16 win over the Tigers.
It feels amazing. I mean, this was a revenge game for us. You know, they beat us by 11 at home for us last year. So to come in here, play inside, you know, battle all the circumstances that we had, you know, leading up to this game with the weather. You know, we were practicing in an indoor hockey rink, you know, all week while they were in this great, amazing indoor facility. So we just battled some adversity, and, you know, I'm just so proud of these guys. I mean, what a way to open up the season. You know, obviously those are guys I recruited, and making this team my own in a way. And obviously super thankful for the guys I inherited, like the Gavin Jones and the Brody McGinnis's, Jimmy Sense. Couldn't do it without those guys. You know, I know I'm leaving out a few names there, but you know, for Kurtz, you know, to be a freshman, score 4 goals in his first game is amazing. You know, Nolan, you know, freshman goalie in between the nets, and played a hell of a game, got a win in his first, you know, start, and then, you know, a couple freshman defensemen made big impacts on our freshman face-off guys. I mean, we had a lot of young guys battle for us, and it's a good feeling.
Oh, I'm feeling awesome. That was the best team win I think we've ever had in my 4 years. I mean, the freshmen stepped up and played awesome. I mean, that was one of the best team wins I've ever seen. I mean, that was a bad game for us. It was a tough game for us last year. But this year we really stepped up. We've been working all season. We had this one circle in the calendar. An opener against a great team, and we took it to them.
I'm exhausted. It was a long game, you know, a tough one to open up this season, but I'm feeling really good. You know, it was a great performance from the team all around. You know, we had to dig deep towards the end to make sure we could pull out a win, and we were able to do that, so it feels great. Yeah.
The Titans had their home opener against Oberlin on February 26th and their conference opener will be at home on March 1st.
It always feels good winning on someone else's turf. And Jake, I have to ask you, as a freshman, being at your first college lacrosse game, what was that experience kind of like?
Absolutely. The energy was so high, and it was great. All the guys were celebrating, and it was just a really fun game to watch and be at.
Absolutely. A great atmosphere. And something else that has another good atmosphere is playoff basketball. Here's Ken Momeyer with Hickory basketball highlights.
Hickory and Slippery Rock High School men's basketball squared off in the District 10 4A quarterfinal on February 21st at historic E.J. McCluskey Gymnasium in Farrell. Slippery Rock started out on a hot run, hitting multiple threes in the first quarter. But Hickory big man Trevor Borowitz got going down low. Rockets big man Josh Book went to work down low while also hitting shots from the outside. But Trevor Borowitz continued to prove why he's one of the best players in District 10. Hickory junior Chris Mell also chipped in with a few big shots and strong play defensively. Staying on the defensive side, Matt Huff takes the charge. After this bucket by Marco Miller, Hickory would lead at the half 28-24. It was all Hickory in the second half. Here's some good ball movement by the Hornets. And again, Hickory's Trevor Borowitz, who finished with 16. After the game, I got the opportunity to catch up with head coach of Hickory men's basketball, Chris Mell.
We're here with head coach of Hickory men's basketball, Chris Mell. Coach, obviously you played well throughout that first half, but you really stormed back throughout that part, the second part of that first half. What do you think really was working for you there?
Well, you know what? The ball wasn't going in there at the beginning of the game. We saw a couple shots go in the second quarter. We started to play better defense. Credit to Slippery Rock. They came out. They hit 6 3-pointers in the first half, so that was a big key for them staying in the ball game. Second half, we were able to get the ball inside and then also get some wide open jumpers, and that gave our kids some confidence in the second half to build a little bit of a lead. And then we played our defense off of there, and we're able to get some big buckets. We had some big hustle plays. We had some timely buckets when we needed them. We got to clean up our foul shooting there at the end. But Marco Miller stepped up and had some really nice finishes from the foul line area. 2-3 shots in a row that really got us going. Ashton hit a 3 in the corner, and that gives us confidence when our kids can shoot outside.
Josh Book came into this game as a 1,000-point scorer.
Yeah.
He scored 22 against Fairview on
He's a
Tuesday.
monster.
You held him to 13 tonight. What did you kind of do to prepare for him?
You know what? You just try to contain him as much as you can. We've done a great job. Trevor did a great job on him tonight. Dante Evans coming off the bench, I thought played spectacular against him as well. You just got to keep a body on him and make sure you keep him off the boards. He's just a talented player.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much for your time.
Hickory came out on top with a score of 53-45. However, they ended up losing on February 25th against Sharon at Slippery Rock University, 57-44 in the semifinals. Due to the large 4A bracket in District 10 this year, the PIAA will take 5 teams from the district to the state tournament. Cathedral Prep and Sharon will play for the 1 and 2 seeds, followed by Hickory and Grove City fighting it out for the 3 and 4, with Farrell and Oil City with their seasons on the line fighting for the last seed in the state tournament. Farrell and Oil City will tip off at 6 p.m. on February 28th at Westminster, followed by Hickory and Grove City at 7:30, also at Westminster.
Playoff sports always brings out the best. Jake, I have to ask you, what's your personal favorite playoff moment
I don't
in
know
any sport?
if it's my favorite, but Kawhi Leonard hitting the game winner in the semis against my 76ers was definitely not a fun moment to watch.
It had to be devastating, I imagine. Westminster recently welcomed over 100 prospective students to campus for Discovery Day. Some of those students participated in TV production boot camp that allows them to use studio cameras, lights, teleprompter, graphics, audio mixers, and our switching technology to produce a short promo for this show, Titantown Sports. Of several produced, congratulations goes to these students on this entry that was selected by our show producers as the best.
Titantown Sports has come to the Westminster Cable Network, and it's creating quite a buzz around town.
The show is loaded with exclusive highlights, behind-the-scenes videos, interviews with the players and coaches, and highlights from all the biggest names and the biggest games.
There are special cameo appearances, plays of the week, and more. Whether you're a diehard fan or just love the excitement of high school and college sports in this town, this is the show for you.
Watch Titantown Sports online on WCN.
Great work there by Jimmy and Aaron. But that's unfortunately going to be all for this episode of Titantown Sports. Once again, I'm Jorden Tate. This is Jake Spiritoso. We'll see you guys next time.
This is Isabella Cespedes, junior defender with the Westminster Titans. And that's a wrap on this week's Titantown Sports. See you next week.